ran into a legend right here at the 2022 Olympia Expo. OldSchoolIron.com presents MuscleSport Media's coverage the whole weekend. And the one, the only, the gorgeous, the amazing Sharon Bruneau.
Where? Like, what are you talking about? Hey, he didn't even recognize me, so, you know. I'm so hot.
No, she is very hot. And so I'm getting hot under the collar now being next to her. But I didn't know she was as tall as you. What is your height?
Yeah, I'm 5'9" without the heels.
Some heels.
I get that a lot.
No, I just... I'm a little giddy, so it's hard for me. You know, when I see a taller girl, it throws me off. I didn't know how tall you are. How have you been?
I have been great. And, you know, it's my first Olympia in a few years. It was wonderful to see all the old school. Gotta love old school at the Olympia. Love the Olympia. It's still my favorite show to come to. And it's great to see so many old friends here. Like my pal Joe. Hey, thank you for that spread, by the way, in your magazine.
Well, I have to thank Bill Dobbins for that.
Yeah, Bill's photos, all Bill's photos. But yeah, it was a treat. Thank you. I didn't expect that.
Bill Dobbins did a great shoot with everything and article with Sharon, and we were very happy to run it in MuscleSport magazine. But of course, I'd like to thank Troy Moore, who's doing me a favor right now and holding it, doing the camera, and he's with Sharon today. So thank you, Troy, for allowing me to take a few minutes of our time. People that are in the industry today, a lot of them don't realize the people that were there before them, the pioneers, especially on the ladies' side. But the Miss Olympia was gone for a couple of years, and thankfully Jay brought it back. How do you feel between the day that you were up on the stage at the Olympia and looking at it today?
I'm grateful and blessed that the timing was everything. Because I'm from the 90s era. A lot of people think I was in the 80s, but I'm from the 90s era. But one of the pioneers, and it was a special time for us then because a smaller group. And, of course, the publications were out, so you knew everybody. And there was only a handful of pros on the women's stage and the men's stage, right? Now there's so many divisions, and I almost feel like it's so saturated. But I love it because look how it's grown. It's massive. There's so many divisions and wonderful athletes. So, it's a different time. I'm always going to like my era the best because it was special for me. The camaraderie I had with all the girls, most of us are still in touch. And so when I watch the shows, like today, they had the women's, the pre-judging, right, this morning here at the Expo, and I just get chills and I smile because I know what they're feeling on that stage. It's just such a wonderful moment and a platform after all that hard work. So, the difference, ours was more personal, and because there's so little, smaller numbers. It was, I thought it was a bigger, how can I put it? The publications made us superstars, put it that way, and it's true. Now with the internet, we get to see thousands of beautiful faces and amazing men, and it's just different times, but that's what happens. I like them both, but mine will always be the best.
Now, back when you were competing, Miss Olympia had its own show, its own night. Madison Square Garden, all these big places.
Yeah.
It's part of Olympia weekend now. Do you think it's stronger being part of Olympia weekend? Do you think when it was on a standalone, it had its own unique identity as comparison to everything else?
No, it doesn't compare. I mean, Madison Square Garden, the Miss Olympia by itself, right? And the Mr. Olympia was by itself, both night performances. So when I see it at the Expo, the only reason that I can understand that they're holding most of the pre-judging at the Expos is because there's so many divisions. Because you know yourself, Joe, just one show is a long night, right? So you have this many shows. Who's going to sit through like 4 shows in a row? You can't. It's impossible. So this does well. It makes sense for the competitors and the sponsors and everything. But now our time, and that's what I mean. Again, it was the one night, the one show. You waited all year to see all these people, and it was a pretty amazing time.
Tell us a little bit about since you stopped competing. What are you doing now? Where do you reside, and how can people follow you online?
What happened to you?
Oh, not that. Just, listen. If you guys don't know Sharon Bruneau, then you don't know female bodybuilding. She was one of the top names for a long, long time. So what are you doing now? And give out your site and all stuff like that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the beauty of bodybuilding and my love and grateful and thanks to Joe Weeder, the late Joe Weeder, gave me a platform and built my career through the publications. So with the bodybuilding stage and the publications, at the time it was aired on ESPN, a lot of us, myself and Corey and quite a few of the girls, we had other opportunities and doors open, which led into film and television and hosting for ESPN or other programs, which happened to me. So I kind of, parlayed into other. I mean, I'm all about a new chapter, a new journey. This is what life's about. And the bodybuilding platform gave me that opportunity to grow and to do other challenges, right? So exciting. So I did a lot of film, TV, worked as a stunt woman, worked at 20th Century Fox, and then over the years, I'm starting to expand my own YouTube channel. So we've been shooting, and we'll get that on the platform very soon. But I've always kept a foot in the fitness arena. I still do seminars. I still host events. So, I'll never leave that because that was my backbone. That's what gave me the opportunity to do everything. So I never really left it. Just kind of hit in the background.
You obviously never stopped training and dieting because you look absolutely fantastic. Look, see, we're getting a real special.
I feel like it's smaller, but it's still there.
You are very strong. You look fantastic. Sharon Bruneau, right here live at the 2022 Olympia.